80 million followers on Twitter, holding 9.2% of microblogging sites' common stock, from almost joining the Twitter board to trolling it right away after refusing to join the board of directors. The man who pushes the boundaries of technology is unpredictable. Among the most well-known billionaires, Elon Musk is undoubtedly also the most controversial. Delayed space programs by SpaceX. Overhyped Hyperloop. Fatal cars of Tesla. Misinformation about COVID-19. Refusing to block Russian news sources while committing to help Ukraine in any possible way.
Sounds good. Well,
You name any controversy or any sector, you will find Elon Musk's name attached to it.
Elon, do you have any comment? Elon, how will you be defending the charge?
There's an old saying, Jack of all trades, master of none. Has the richest person in the world proven this wrong? Or has Musk bitten off more than he can chew? On April 4th, it was reported that Elon Musk has agreed to a deal that would see him appointed to Twitter's board of directors and prohibit him from acquiring more than 14.9% of the company. He tweeted, and we quote, "Looking forward to working with Parag and Twitter board to make significant improvements to Twitter in coming months." The tweet created an uproar on the social networking site and even among the firm's employees. One employee tweeted, "Musk's immediate chilling effect was something that bothered me significantly." Another anonymous employee said, "Some people are dusting off their resumes. I don't want to work for somebody like Musk." But just a few days later, on April 10th, Twitter Chief Executive Officer Parag Agrawal tweeted that Musk has turned down their offer to join the board. He did not, however, disclose the reason for the Tesla chief's rejection. But it was a dramatic U-turn, although in a barrage of tweets, Musk suggested numerous ideas for the firm, ranging from removing advertisements to dropping the letter W in the name. So what does Musk's refusal signify? And why was he offered a place on the board of directors in the first place? With over 80 million followers, Elon Musk is one of Twitter's most influential users. It was in January this year that Musk started steadily buying significant quantities of shares in the company, reaching a 5% stake in the company by mid-March. By April, Musk had bought more than 73 million shares, representing a 9.13% passive stake in the company. At the time, his overall shares were valued at $2.64 billion, making Tesla's chief executive Twitter's biggest shareholder. But by April 15th, he lost his top spot as the American investment company Vanguard Group upped their stake and acquired 82.4 million shares, or a 10.3% stake. However, Musk was 11 days late in publicly declaring he had amassed a large stake in Twitter. According to legal experts, that omission may have earned him $156 million. A 50-year-old law requires that investors notify the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission when they surpass a 5% stake in a company. Musk reached that benchmark on March 14th. But instead of making it public, he continued to buy stock at the price of around $39 per share, bringing his total stake to 9.2%. After his disclosure, Twitter's share price rose roughly 30% and is now above $50 per share. This time around, he has declined the board seat. By not joining the board, Musk is no longer subject to an agreement to keep his stake below 14.9%.
We personally think he's more likely to increase his stake here over time, potentially act as more of an activist role, looking to potentially influence change, whether it be changing members of the management team over time, or looking to change members of the board. But over time, clearly he didn't want to keep that stake under 15% and be a member of that board, and there has to be a reason in that.
Just days after rejecting a seat on the social media company's board on April 14th, it was reported that Musk has offered to buy Twitter for about $41 billion in cash. Interestingly, Musk, who calls himself a free speech absolutist and has been critical of the microblogging site in the past.
We ultimately believe this turns from a Cinderella story, which would have been if Musk was on the board, to more of a Game of Thrones. I think Musk potentially could go hostile here, continue to increase his stake, maybe partner with the likes of private equity or others. And this could lead to, what could be the ultimate acquisition of Twitter or some forced strategic changes, including the board. I think it just came down to Musk was not going to play nice in the sandbox with the Twitter board.
Before taking a stake, Musk ran a Twitter poll asking users if they believed Twitter sticks to the principle of free speech. In December, Musk even put out a meme that compared CEO Agrawal with Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin, and showed Jack Dorsey as a clone associate. A day after becoming the largest shareholder, he launched another poll asking users if they wanted an edit button, a long-awaited feature on which Twitter has been working. The Tesla boss also asked users in a poll if Twitter's headquarters should be converted into a homeless shelter, a plan backed by Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos. He even suggested changes to the Twitter Blue Premium subscription feature, including slashing its price, banning ads, and providing a payment option in the cryptocurrency Dogecoin. At one point in time, he even declared he is giving serious thought to building his own social media platform.
Look, I think Twitter board looked at everything from Musk tweets and basically said it was unacceptable, that he needed to ultimately, his view of Twitter strategically, need to stay within the board. And I think once they recognized that wasn't going to happen, this really became a situation that was untenable. And I think that's something that the Twitter board recognized. And I think his tweets over the weekend really showed that this was starting to go off the rails. And I think it ultimately led to the announcement last night that Twitter and board, as well as Musk, can come to an agreement.
Musk has been regularly mixing in inflammatory and controversial statements about issues or other public figures, with remarks on Twitter. Let's take a look. From revealing the place from where he often carries out his social media business to selling his products on Twitter, Musk knows how to stir up a storm on social media. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO has been outspoken about the coronavirus crisis since the very beginning. In one of his tweets, he said the coronavirus panic was dumb.
If you've ever seen panic buying, this is panic buying at its finest. Everyone is panic buying.
Goodness me! That is a joke. Yeah, look at
it. In another incident, along with Donald Trump, he endorsed the use of chloroquine to cure COVID-19 infection.
We're going to be able to make that drug available almost immediately, and that's where the FDA has been so great. They've gone through the approval process. It's been approved.
The Silicon Valley billionaire entrepreneur also denounced coronavirus lockdowns and stay-at-home orders, calling them fascist. In April 2020, he tweeted, "Free America now and give people their freedom back." Last year, during the Taliban's takeover of Kabul, he made headlines again. Musk posted this picture where you can see the Taliban huddling around a table without wearing masks. He tweeted this pic and captioned, "Not one mask, Jesus Christ." He followed this with another tweet. Do they even know about the Delta variant? One of his most controversial tweets was this one. Though he deleted it later, we have retrieved that tweet to show what he thought about the 2018 Tham Luang cave rescue mission. On the 23rd of June 2018, 12 members of a junior football association aged 11 to 16 and their 25-year-old assistant coach entered the cave post their football practice session. Shortly afterwards, heavy rainfall partially flooded the cave system, blocking their way out and trapping them in deep waters. They were stuck for 18 days. British caver Vern Unsworth was chosen for the rescue plan. SpaceX chief executive Elon Musk and engineers designed a kid-sized submarine as a backup plan, but Thai authorities decided not to use his submarine. Musk, in a now-deleted tweet, described Unsworth as a pedo guy. The British caver sought $190 million in damages from the Tesla founder, arguing that the tweet damaged his reputation. But Musk argued that the phrase pedo guy was common in South Africa, where he grew up. His legal team won the case. Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa. His mother, May Musk, has spoken extensively about escaping domestic abuse and raising 3 children as a single mother. Interestingly, when Musk was a child, his adenoids were removed, because as a child he often gazed into the distance while his parents were speaking to him. This made them believe that he might be deaf, but nothing changed even after the operation. Elon's parents later got divorced. At the age of 10, Musk developed an interest in computing and video games. Soon after, he sold the code for Blastar for $500. As a 19-year-old, Elon Musk moved from South Africa to Canada, hoping to one day emigrate to the United States. He studied at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, before being transferred to the University of Pennsylvania on a scholarship. In 1995, he graduated with dual degrees in economics and physics. Musk had to overcome many challenges. He was rejected for a role at Netscape, which led him to start Zip2, the web software company which would go on to make him a millionaire. Musk's personal life has been turbulent too. He has been divorced 3 times and has 7 children. Musk and his girlfriend, Canadian singer Grimes, recently split again after welcoming their 2nd child. Their children are called X-A12 Musk and Exa Dark Siderel Musk. Rather unusual names that have raised eyebrows.
Does my voice sound familiar? Who am I? This is your dad speaking.
Last year, Musk revealed that he has Asperger's syndrome on live television. Many people on social media questioned his claim. Did you know the character of the dangerous tech CEO Peter Isherwell in the Oscar-nominated film Don't Look Up is loosely based on Elon Musk. In 2018, the billionaire caused an uproar when he smoked marijuana during a live interview. The video went viral, and Tesla shares plummeted more than 9%. A meme fest followed, taking the internet by storm. Clearly, Musk was amused. 3 years later, soon after announcing that he was going to be a part of Twitter's board, he tweeted the infamous photo, captioning the meme, "Twitter's next board meeting is gonna be lit." Even though he is not joining the board, his followers can rely on him to stir the pot on Twitter. Have you seen this viral video? The Tesla CEO's awkward dance moves lit up the internet. This is how he celebrated the opening of the company's new Gigafactory in Berlin. Musk threw a huge party to inaugurate the manufacturing plant the size of 100 soccer fields in Texas.
So what we have here is if you put the building on its side, it's taller than the Burj Khalifa. That's to scale. It's 80 feet tall. It's equivalent to 3 pentagons. When a building is measured in units of pentagon, you know it's quite large. And this building is the most advanced car factory that Earth has ever seen.
Those who couldn't get inside the cyber rodeo watched the event from the outside.
I flew out from Riverside, California. It was about a 2.5-hour flight. I came to specifically for this Giga Rodeo trip. It was just a thing a lot of people on Twitter were talking about, and I'm a big fan of the company, shareholder, product owner, Model Y. So I came specifically for the Cybertruck. That's what I wanted to see.
We saw on Twitter and on Where, What, When Austin that there was going to be some kind of cyber rodeo here tonight. Didn't really do our research, just kind of showed up. And we thought that they weren't going to be strict at the doors, but now we're just waiting outside, not really knowing what to do with our Thursday nights.
We also just wanted to check it out. This place is huge, so we wanted to see what it was about.
8 million square feet. We did a little bit of research.
Yeah.
In 2020, Tesla became the world's most valuable car maker, overtaking Japan's Toyota. Musk built his electric car company around the promise that it represented the future of driving. But Tesla's self-driving claims are being reviewed over false promotions. The US Auto Safety Agency has opened dozens of investigations into crashes of Tesla vehicles, and families are suing Tesla over fatal crashes. Elon Musk has also come under heavy criticism for some of his space programs. The billionaire SpaceX CEO is launching satellites into orbit and promising to deliver high-speed broadband internet. Satellite internet is beamed through space at a rate that's reportedly 47% faster than fiber optic cable internet. So, what's the problem? His satellites are taking too much room up there. SpaceX has launched more than 2,000 satellites, and it eventually aims to get nearly 12,000 satellites into low Earth orbit. To put things into perspective, fewer than 9,000 have ever been launched in all of history. In December, China claimed it had 2 close encounters with Starlink satellites. There are growing concerns about satellite megaconstellations littering space with hundreds of dead satellites. Regardless, Musk is now gearing up for his most ambitious project, the colonization of Mars. Elon Musk wears many hats. His projects and interests are never ending. He's outspoken and brash. He's also used to proving all of his biggest critics wrong. Last year, in a regulatory filing that also appears to celebrate the firm's cryptocurrency investments, Elon Musk crowned himself the techno king of Tesla. The title is bizarre, but so is the billionaire king of controversy.
Welcome to the Cybertruck unveil.